Alright, I saw this video of Tucker Carlson in Russia go in. Anyway, I'll pop in the video.
We're going to try and buy what a family of four would buy every week, and we're going to see what the selection is, and we're going to see what it costs. Now, Russia is famous for its bread, which is one thing I can assess pretty well. The low-carb lifestyle has not swept Russia. Thank heaven, because look at that. It's fresh, too.
Now, the one thing that Western Europe does right, they don't use the kind of chemicals that the US and Canada uses. Now, I'm questioning, does Russia have that policy? Or is everything laced with chemicals like Canada and the US? Just curious.
Ooh, we need coffee, don't we? Yeah. I don't know if this is sugar or flour, to be honest with you, but it looks like a staple, so we should get it. It's a very good-looking package. It's got to be flour, right? And this is Russian wine. It's from Crimea, which not only has the warm water naval base, but also is the source of most of the grapes in this part of Russia for wine. So it's apparently pretty good.
I did not know they grew grapes down there, or even in Russia. So, that's good to know.
The United States buys groceries, and we didn't pay any attention to costs as we were just putting in the cart what we would actually eat over a week. And we all came in around $400, about $400. It was $104 US.
Now, people on the left would say, well, US currency has so much more value than the Russian currency, and yeah, that is true. So, that was what? I saw on the grocery till there, it was 9,400 rubles, 9,500 rubles for a family of four. So, I'm just one person, so that would be what? Less than 3,000 rubles? Anywhere from 2,500 rubles to 3,000 rubles, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So, I thought, how could I figure that out? Well, the easiest way, what's the average hourly wage for the average Russian? And according to Google, the average hourly wage is 600 rubles, which is $7.15 US, if I'm not mistaken. If I was an average Russian, I would have to work 5 hours to make 3,000 rubles, which should be enough to buy a week's worth of groceries for one person. So I compare that to how much it cost me to buy a week's worth of groceries where I'm at. I get $20 an hour. I spend about $80 to $100 a week on groceries. So I would have to work 4 or 5 hours to make enough money for a week's worth of groceries as a Canadian living in Canada. That being said, the US, Canada, that's not Russia. My whole life I was constantly told that Russia was a poor, impoverished place. And according to my math, 600 rubles an hour, I just have to work 5 hours to make enough money to buy a week's supply of groceries, which isn't as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. Unless I'm misreading this till number here. Another thing you gotta factor in, price of fuel. As soon as Biden axed the Keystone Pipeline, I knew that my gas bill for my car would go up. Do they have that problem in Russia? I don't think so. Which means fuel would be cheaper, i.e., the cost to transport goods to and from places would be cheaper. Well, anyway, I just saw the video, so I thought I'd put my thoughts on it. Well, take care out there in Clown World.